Hello, I'm Justin from Justy's Run List. None of you have ever heard of Justy's Run List before because this is a new YouTube channel with 0 subscribers and 0 followers and 0 videos. But I'm excited to start making some videos, putting them up here, and sharing my running journey with y'all. I find running is a tremendous way to build community. I love exploring outdoors through running like so many people. And mostly I just really love snacks. And running provides a great opportunity to find and enjoy new snacks. Currently, we are embarking on the bold quest to complete what I am calling the Working Man's Sub 230 Marathon Project. I've always really admired runners that can live pretty normal lives, still be sociable, still eat a lot of cheeseburgers, get crappy sleep, work full-time jobs, have a lot of other life engagements, and still run really quickly. Yes, this is indeed a quest to find if one man who loves gas station corn dogs and crushing Coors Light with the boys can indeed run 5:42 pace for 26.2 consecutive miles. Got a little bit about my running background to add some context to this goal. Is it possible to run sub 230? I have a couple things going for me. I've been running since 6th grade pretty consistently, ran through high school, ran into college, completed a 100-mile race, completed some marathons in the past, currently have a 2:39 marathon PB from late 2022. Another thing I do have working for me is that I'm living up here at altitude. In Bozeman is around 5,000 feet. I'll be racing down around sea level in Boston. That will certainly play a small difference. I've got a pretty good work ethic. I've got some good miles under me this year, no injuries, good training block I'm stitching together. I've got amazing shoe technology. Please hold. This is the shoe I'll be using for this year's Boston Marathon, Saucony Endorphin Pro 3. Big kudos to people who ran marathons with Nikes that were probably still being made on waffle irons out of Eugene, Oregon. Now we can bring 39 millimeters of barely legal stack height to the scene. That's something working in my favor. Is it possible? I'm honestly not sure, but I'm excited to try and potentially go out in a blaze of glory at mile 21, literally having my heart explode at the top of Heartbreak Hill in Boston. Let's talk about things that might not be working in my favor to run a sub 230 marathon. First, I am a full-time worker. I'm certainly not trying to run Olympic trials paces. Huge admiration for people that work full-time jobs and run sub 218 or whatever the qualifying time is. That's not me, but I'm still there, a worker drone tapping away at my computer with horrible posture most days, all day. I don't have time to take naps during the day to recover, things like that. It'd be wonderful to be on the Nike Project team, do a workout in the morning, go nap for 3 hours, watch some Netflix, eat a steak, go back out, do another run, take another nap, wake up, eat, go to bed, repeat. What a lifestyle. You know, I have a pretty bad diet. What did I have last night for dinner? A Burger King rodeo burger. Yes, that is an all-American beef patty with onion rings on top of it and barbecue sauce swirled within and a piece of Oreo pie for dessert. I love trash food. 2 philosophies of eating while you're running a lot of miles. Your belly and your internal engine are a dumpster fire. You pour whatever kind of food you want on there and it all works out. Or you're a race car and you need high performance fuel to send you to a successful marathon. I go with the dumpster fire analogy. I think in general, if you could sum up my eating style, it would look something like this. That's a pass for me, dog. Taking you home, Dory. I don't like stretching. And we are maxing out right there. I did 10 push-ups a couple weeks ago, and that's all the strength training I've done for this 4-month Boston training block. It has been a really rough winter in Montana for training. This has been like a winter of the Coors Light train coming through Bozeman and just laying its icy path of devastation and destruction behind it all the way. Current mood here, early March in Montana. This is just, you know, what we're seeing a lot of this year. Not conducive to running on dry roads. Every track is covered in snow completely. It's tough to get in good training with snowy roads. Don't have that working out for me in the slightest. I don't want to dedicate my entire life to running for 4 months. So I don't like to run more than 60 miles a week. You'll see a lot of people trying to run under 230, doing more mileage than that. 80 miles a week, 90, heck, 100 miles a week. That ain't me. My mileage is, for the most part, ranging between 50 to 55 miles a week, probably tap out around 60, and I'm focusing on high intensity, low volume. So trying to strike this balance between definitely running hard when I do run, but not running a ton of hours every week. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm not terribly fast. A lot of people say that you should get your half marathon time down, your 10K time down, before you start trying to get your marathon time down. Right now, I feel like my half marathon pace and my 10K pace are just not that much different than my marathon pace. And I can hold that 5:42 pace for 12 miles, but my half marathon pace just is not that much faster. Hopefully dipping down into the 5:30s, but razor thin margins there. Boston is not the fastest course out there. It's certainly not a slow course. There's not a massive amount of elevation gain. I think it's somewhere between 600 and 800 feet for the whole course. But you have to be strategic. If you go out too fast, you blow out those quads. You know, the hills in Boston aren't massive. It's more where in the course they are coming. Right at that difficult point of miles 17, 18 through 21, when you're starting to fade, you're starting to flag. If you haven't been keeping up with your nutrition, or you went out a little too hot, that's going to come back, bite you in the butt. Check back the next week or two. We're going to be posting a video of Run to the Pub. It's a half marathon right here in Bozeman, slightly hilly, running at elevation of 5,000 feet, but just hoping to get beneath at least that marathon pace of 5:42 for sub 2:30 for this race. Let's see what happens. So I invite you to join along over the next month. I'll be making vids, posting them out to the YouTube, and love to bring you along on the fun journey to see if me, a working man, can indeed run a sub 2:30 marathon.